Hello, my name is Matt. I am one of the SystmOne administrators working for CHCP. Today I will be going through how to correct recent registrations in SystmOne. Recent registrations are patients who are registered on the unit without an active referral. Recent registrations are usually caused by one of two reasons. Either the patient has been registered on the unit but no referral had been entered, or the patient's referral had been ended but the patient's care was not ended at the same time when prompted. This is how to handle a recent registration when a closed referral exists in the record. To access the recent registrations caseloads, you can either press Ctrl and L or navigate to Workflow in the toolbar and then select Caseloads. Once on your caseload screen, the recent registration option should be at the top of the list. Make a note of the start date of the patient you'll be investigating and then retrieve the patient record by double-clicking. The first step in investigating a recent registration is to take a look at the referrals node on the clinical tree and then click Show Closed Referrals. Have a look at the start date of the referral that is in the list. We can see that this referral start date is the same date as we found in the caseload, so we know this patient has had their care ended incorrectly. Now take note of the date and time the referral was discharged, as we will need this later. Now that we know we need to end care, click on the Administrative tab at the top of the clinical tree. Now that you are in the Administrative tree, navigate to the Care History option. Here you can see a history of where the patient has been registered in the past. Make sure that your current unit is highlighted, and then click on the Details button in the toolbar to open the Event Details box. In the Event Details box, please set the exact date and time of the event to the date and time of the end of a referral we made a note of earlier. After the time and date of the event has been set, we can now select our Event Details template. These will differ depending on which unit you are in, so please select the closest option you have to an admin or patient record keeping / administration option. Click Apply and then OK when ready. We are now ready to end the patient care. At the bottom of the screen you will see some blue writing that says End Care. Go ahead and click this option. A prompt will appear asking if you want to end care. Say yes to this. If the patient has any outstanding appointments, visits, recalls, or is on any waiting lists, you should end them here. One of the last things we need to do is make a quick note about why we're in the patient record. So go ahead and click the Quick Note button in your toolbar and enter a quick note about why you were in the record. You can see now that the patient care has been ended on the date that we entered, so we can go ahead and save the patient record. This will also remove the patient from the recent registrations caseload. In this section, we will go over how to handle a recent registration where no referral was ever added to the patient record. To access the recent registrations caseloads, you can either press Ctrl and L or navigate to Workflow in the toolbar and then select Caseloads. Once on your caseload screen, the recent registration option should be at the top of the list. Make a note of the start date of the patient you'll be investigating and then retrieve the patient record by double-clicking. The first step in investigating a recent registration is to take a look at the referrals node on the clinical tree and then click Show Closed Referrals. We can see that in this particular patient, there are no open or closed referrals, so this patient must have been registered on the unit in error. Press the Details button in the toolbar, and when the Details box appears, set the exact date and time to the date the patient was registered on the unit as found in the caseload list. In this case, the date and time are already set, so click the cross button to close, and head over to Patient in the toolbar and select Patient Maintenance. Once there, select Security Controlled Procedures. You may or may not have access to this function. If not, please contact the SystmOne team. Now that the Security Control Procedures box is open, click on the Change Deduction Status box and then select Registration Cancelled from the drop-down menu and then click OK when done. One of the last things we need to do is make a quick note about why we're in the patient record. So go ahead and click the Quick Note button in your toolbar and enter a quick note about why you were in the record. The last thing we're going to need to do is save the patient record as normal, so select a template that best approximates an admin event in your unit, click Apply, click OK, and the patient should now be removed from the recent registrations caseload. Thank you for listening, and please remember to keep an eye out for any future CHCP SystmOne videos that appear on our YouTube channel.